What the administration has done is they've surged, they've put assets in the region, and I think that's a good thing, right? I mean, they're trying to stare down the Iranians, they're trying to scare them, but the Iranians don't appear terribly scared. The U.S. has also expedited some weapons to Israel, which are long overdue. These were weapons that the administration had slowed when the Israelis requested it as it related to the Hamas front in the Gaza Strip. But now that there's a potential war with Lebanon or with Iran or with some of these other proxies in perhaps, Iraq or Syria or Yemen, the Israelis need additional weaponry. The U.S. is providing it. But what we're hearing is, despite all of that, first of all, the Iranians don't appear to be deterred. And then beyond that, what we're also hearing is that the U.S. is telling Israel that they cannot fire first, that they need to find out what gets hit, how much gets through, how much damage is done, and then based on that, the Israelis will be able to prepare their strike packages. And I don't think that is scaring the Islamic Republic. They have Hezbollah, they'll be able to do it, and the Israelis will have their hands full. Precision-guided munitions, long-range, short-range, thousands of rockets a day. And so this is in Iran's hip pocket right now. They've got a backup plan, which can be as disastrous for Israel as potentially a bunch of strikes out of Iran. In fact, it could be even more deadly because of that short range that you guys mentioned.
John, about 20 seconds before the break, then you guys will be right back. Does Iran even dare to do this pending attack, if there was perhaps a more meaningful response to that April 13th attack? Was Iran not deterred in the wake of that first go-round back in April?
They were not deterred. All we saw was missile defense, and missile defense is not going to create deterrence. It just means that Iran's not going to be successful in getting 100% of its rockets through. They got about 8 rockets out of those 400 that got through, but that did not give them a sense that they would pay a price. And that's the biggest problem that we're dealing with right now. Deterrence has not yet been established. The Biden administration has been conveying a sense of concern and fear from the beginning of this conflict, right? What they've been trying to do is to limit Israel's ability to maneuver. They've told Israel not to respond with overwhelming force, not against Hezbollah, not even against Hamas, which is where initially the Biden administration gave the Israelis a green light. They don't want to see the Israelis attack Iran. All of this, I think, is now reinforced by Kamala Harris's rise to the candidate. She, at this point, is also echoing what Biden has been saying all along. I think the Iranians see her relative lack of experience in foreign policy and military affairs as a net benefit for them. Yeah. They really look at this as an opportunity. And I will also just say that the Iranians are fighting this war on their terms. They are fighting a war of attrition against Israel right now, won by proxy. So that means that they can continue to attack Israel from multiple vectors, multiple proxies. They can do it on the cheap.